Hey, welcome back. Just coming with you for a quick update since it's been a minute since I got on and told you what's going on. And there's a lesson in today's story too, so stick around. We won't go more than 5 minutes, I promise. So I don't know if last time I told you we were getting chickens in a chicken coop, but our chicken coop showed up and I got that guy put up and ready to receive chickens. We got to get the water and the feed in place. But here's the lesson for today, and that's neighborly help. So I have borrowed a tractor, 2 tractors from neighbors, a chipper, and you can see there in the background all the limbs that I chipped, with the tree trimmer and chainsaw that I borrowed from a neighbor. Here is the garden bed 1 with my red potatoes, garden bed 2 with my sweet potatoes, and we got garden bed 3 in late last week that we've got cantaloupe in. I'm going to put okra, a couple of varieties of okra, in these colorful tires that my wife and girls enjoy. We're going to put okra in those 2 items there as well. Today I had to borrow my neighbor's, we call it a sawzall, but the formal name for it is a reciprocating saw, in order to install a ventilation fan in our makeshift chicken coop for the broilers. My big kids, Trent and Charlotte, started out with 50 broiler chickens about a month ago, and we've only lost 2. We're down to 48 right now. But I'll take you inside our makeshift chicken coop. You can see here it is. There's the chickens. And I asked my neighbor, who I'd also borrowed the tractor from and his chainsaw and his limb trimmer, but I asked him for a reciprocating saw so we can get an exhaust fan installed, because the temperature in here has to stay, I think, in 75-degree range now. And well, it's 77 in here right now, and that Texas summer sun, she's a-coming. It's been windy lately, but we've been able to manage to keep the temperature in here down, so all these broilers can keep getting big for the fair, 6 of them anyways, but the other 42, well, they're going somewhere else. So what am I talking about with respect to being neighborly and asking for help? Because this is really a discussion about asking for help. And in my Navy community, the Navy Supply Corps, we have a saying that you get thrown off the deep end and you have to either sink or swim. And by that sink or swim comment, in this authoritarian culture we know as the U.S. military, you look weak if you ask for help a lot of the times. And before I go on, last thing is, there's another neighbor who hadn't borrowed anything from yet, and that ventilation fan required us needing to ground it. I needed to ground the electrical on it so that it would be safe operating. And I'm not an electrician, but I recall my neighbor saying that he was skilled in that kind of stuff. So I went over there to ask his opinion on it. Well, he wound up giving me a grounding rod, grounding wire, and a little bit of knowledge I needed in order to install that correctly. Okay, so now you're saying, get to the point, Jared. We're at 3.5, almost 4 minutes in. What's the point? My point is this: building community and building relationships is super important. We can do that by asking for help for things, 1, that we don't know to do, or 2, things that we don't know how to do, and lastly, utilizing equipment that we would otherwise have to go out and buy and then maintain ourselves. And I know you're thinking now, well, Jared, you always talked about not being a freeloader and, doing things on your own. And yeah, that's right. But I replenished all the diesel fuel and high caliber gasoline fuel that equipment used. Bought those buddies of mine now some beers to thank them for that. And then we're going to have a big barbecue celebration at the end of the summer, or maybe on my retirement day, where I'm going to invite the whole community, drop $1,000 or $2,000 on a good old time with food and beer and community building. So that's what this is about, building a community. Don't be scared to go out and ask for help. You might just make a friend. All right then, to your liberty. Heck yeah.